Happy New Year. I hope you had a great Christmas and an even more excellent celebration into 2019. So with all the new goals and resolutions that people are making, it centers quite a bit around happiness. Happiness is something that we talk about quite often, but none of us seem to know how to explain it or really get a grasp on how to get there, or to even make it last a long time. So I was thinking about this concept a few weeks ago, and I made a post about it, and I talked about how, there's many things in life that are fleeting, and happiness just happens to be one of them. I do believe in a world of duality, and if we just stick to this one subject right now, then you have to have sadness in order to know happiness. And I really believe that's true, because if you were in a happy state all the time, you wouldn't be able to appreciate it. You would no longer have a name for it. It would just become normal. But because you know sadness, you know emptiness, you know loss, you're able to really experience true joy and freedom when you're happy. So what does happiness look like? I don't think that it's an emotion per se. I do believe that it's just a way of being. For example, when we play with children, or we're doing something that we love, like creating art, we are happy doing it. But being happy isn't the emotion that's driving us, it's just the state of being. The state of being that allows us to be completely free, to be completely creative, and just uninhibited. Total liberation from fears, from judgment, from expectations, and all these things that usually would trap us in a box and prevent us from full self-expression. So that's what I think happiness is truly a state of being, something that you cannot pretend, something that you can't fake. So I've been told many times in my life that I'm good at, putting on this face even if I'm feeling sad inside. And that's something that I really have rolled over in my mind over and over again to really figure out, why am I good at that? Why am I good at pretty much pretending to be happy when I'm not? And what I've come to realize through this entire self journey of discovering myself is I'm actually not good at pretending. I'm horrible at pretending. My emotions are on my face and in my body, my physical body language. So knowing that, then what do we say about the moments where I'm feeling so sad inside, but I'm able to be happy on the outside? I realize that it's because I truly have joy inside my heart. No matter what I go through in life, and I do know sadness, I do know what depression feels like, I do know what it feels like to have loss and to be completely confused and just unworthy of being here or being with other people. I know all those feelings, but for some reason in my heart and in my body, I've always known joy. So I think in those moments, I'm really able to be present with who I'm with and just let go of the past and the future and the expectations, and also the ability to let go of the fear of the other person's judgment of me, to just be present. And in that moment where I'm able to be present, I'm pulling from joy, because there's nothing there except who I really am. I'm not a perfect person. Like I said, I have moments of sadness, of anger, of depression, and such things. But when I am with another person and I'm called to be there for the other person, I'm able to just show up as myself. And so that's what I mean, is that happiness is a state of being. It's not something that you can pretend. So if someone is pretending to be happy, you would know it. You would see it and you would feel it. Happiness is also energetic. That's something I discovered. Going back to the example about playing with kids, when you're with kids, you are so free and you are laughing unconditionally. You are able to really be with them in every single emotion that they have. So that to me is the state of happiness, is something that just exists bigger than you, but it can tap into this greater part of you so that you can be completely present with the other person. So now that I had that discovery, I learned I don't think that we can fake happiness. It's not something you can pretend. You can't fake your state of being, because in that state of being, there's the emotions, there's the energy, there's the body language, there's just so much more that you can't control, even if you try to. So that is my thought on happiness, but how do you get there is exactly what this whole vlog that I've been starting is all about, is how do you get to freedom? How do you get to happiness? How do you get to your true self? And I will always go back to the fact that you have to be free. You have to be able to let go of the past, and you have to be able to get rid of your expectations of the future and just be present. Once you are present, you are in your state of being, whatever that state of being is. So with that said, to close off, I would like to share the Instagram post that I posted a few weeks ago that really inspired me to do this today. It starts with, you can't fake happiness. Happiness is not a thought. It's almost not even an emotion sometimes, and it's just a way of being. So when you are happy, you just are. It's all in the feeling, and it shows through the shine of your eyes. Happiness comes deep from within the soul. And sometimes you don't know happiness existed until you look back into time. When you look back into the past and you have these moments that have captured the glistening in your eyes. So then, happiness is fleeting. But what isn't these days? What's fleeting seems to also be in abundance. It may not stay long when it arrives, but it always comes again. You just have to believe. So with that, as love being as magical as it is, and for you to be able to find your happiness, may you spend the rest of today being present with yourself so that you can let go of your past, your future, and just really allow yourself to be that joyful soul that's aching to express itself. Cheers to happiness. I love you. Thank you so much for showing up today. Go find your happy. I'm sorry, go be your happy.